I had a business professor there that literally, man, the guy just loved me. Couldn't explain it to you other than just had a gentle, loving spirit. Didn't mean he didn't hold us accountable to what we were supposed to be doing and didn't have high standards. He did. But the way he treated us was he treated us like you've got greater potential in you than what you think you do. I remember going to chapel one morning and a pastor came and he said, I feel like the Lord is telling me that there's people in here that literally you don't need to hear what I was going to teach you today. You really just need to hear, how do you hear from God? And that got my attention because I was like, my whole life I had heard, just pray and ask God. But nobody had actually ever said, how do you do that? He said, it's really this easy. If you will just pray, if you're spirit-filled, pray in the Spirit, and then just ask God to speak to you. Take a journal, start writing down everything that comes to your mind. Then see if it lines up with the Word of God. And he said, hey, there's a 50-50 chance it's God, and there's a 50-50 chance it's you. But God knows your heart. Your heart is, I want to please God. And is that not going to make the Father happy? Either way, literally the first day I did that, I wrote down a bunch of stuff. And what I recognized was literally at that point, probably 90% of everything I wrote down didn't line up with the Word of God. As I started doing that, it went from 2 lines to 30% of what I was hearing lining up with the Word of God to 60% of what I was hearing lining up from the Word of God. Then all of a sudden, almost everything. So it was a combination of writing it down, seeing if it lined up with the Word of God, but that also drew me to want to be in the Word more. My wife and I both felt like the Lord was telling us that He wanted us to start a home building business for 2 reasons. 1, to reach people for Christ, and 2, to give to the kingdom. So He never told us to sell a house. So with that, He helped us and taught us that for every 1 house we build, we believe we have 60 touch points. So we have 60 opportunities to let people see the love of Christ in us. We have 7 businesses now, and we believe that if God is actually the owner of all these businesses, I should really be asking Him, God, how much do you want to pay me to do your work? And the rest of it's yours. If I ever get up and we're building houses to make money, I'm done. We actually have to love people, respect them, earn the right by the way we deliver the product we deliver to get to share the gospel. But at the same time, we just try to charge fair market value, right? Because we have to be able to make money to give to the kingdom. So in order to reach people for Christ, we have to make money, or we can't keep reaching people for Christ. So we have to keep that healthy balance, and we've got to say, man, let's pour into the next generation, because if you don't have the Word of God and the truth, it's all meaningless. You're chasing the wind. I wouldn't be where I'm at today without my pastor. I wouldn't be where I'm at today without the people that taught me what they taught me at SAGU.